Good evening, my Edo people. I greet you all this evening. It is me, your friend, your brother, Stephen Ediamiato. I'm here again to have a sweat time with every one of us. Tonight is going to be a very short and interesting one. Please just press your share button. Bro, Henry Africa, Gabriel, I salute you. I salute you. I salute you. Just press your share button as we invite people into the show. While we wait for that, let's just hear our regular national item. Hear the last hear our regular national item, and let's invite our brothers in. Thank you, guys.
Bluetooth mode.
The ancient city is calling. Oh, arise, sons and daughters of the land. The king of the city is marching. Stand up high to the pride of the land. The founding fathers have labor, and our time to serve is now. The glory of the new Lego nation will forever be our pride. Beautiful and glorious and you're the heartbeat of Nigeria. Beautiful and glorious and stars are singing over you. You're the land people dream to be. Our treasures are found in all nations, and our greatness is second to none. Our history forever shall be written, how our kings have endured all times. Our people culture in unity, our hearts before the land. Rich culture, stories of heroes, legacies for us, and you're the heartbeat of Nigeria, beautiful and glorious, and stars are singing over you. You're the land people dream to be. Unite and stand with each other, forgive and let it go. Together we can stand, come what may, and the future lies in us. Teach our children to teach their children what our fathers taught. To fear and love the Creator, only then shall we succeed. Beautiful and glorious and you're the heart of Nigeria. Beautiful and glorious and stars are singing over you.
I never see this kind of man for Edo. I never see this kind of love before. Wonder, 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 wonder. Masaki, wow. Shaibu, wonder. Edo people say make una carry go. Wonder, 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 wonder. I take a man to carry go. Omega said it's one. Abasaki come on, but the Edo people they rejoice. Make you go see secretariat to small to buy small. Edo civil servant from authentic salary alert. Edo teacher come from analog to digital. Pensioner they say thank you, no more protest for their money. Market women they say thank you, no more illegal collection. Edo drivers who come, no more German job money. Who the bag they build, no more CDA collection. Masaki na wow, Shaibu na wonder. Edo people say make you carry go. Wonder. Make you check infrastructure. Edo people say make you carry go. Make you check health sector. Edo people say make you carry go. Make you check agriculture. Edo people say make you carry go. Make you check empowerment. Edo people say make you carry go. Make you check development. Edo people say make you carry go. Masaki na wow, Shaibu na wonder. Edo people say make you carry go. Wonder. Edo they share their information. Edo you say you not collect. Edo they share their dollar. Edo you say you not collect. So some be good work of purpose. You not go work in lie. If you collect and you go there. Edo you say you not hear me. There be destiny killer. Edo you say you not hear me. Wetin happen for Bala? Na very big blessing. There be destiny killer. Edo you say you not hear me. Masaki na wow, Shaibu na wonder. Edo people say make you carry go. Wonder. Who are the final say in Edo election? Edo people has the final say. Who are the final say in Edo election? Edo people has the final say. Edo people say na Masaki dem want. Carry go make una carry go. Oshomola iyamu. ESCC is waiting for you. I said, who was the final say in the election? And the people has the final say. Who was the final say in the election? And the people has the final say. And the people say, now that's like them one. I even make you not carry go. Oshomola iyamu. ESCC is waiting for you. Mama nega mama dawa, any Jesus man get. Everyone coming up to Sarah. Mama Seki, Shaibu. Mama nega mama dawa, any Jesus man get. Everyone coming up to Sarah. Ebi gamo no leru iwo. Ebi gamo no leru iwo. Waga leru o. Ebi gamo no leru iwo. Ebi gamo no leru iwo. Somo la de kwakwa. Ebi gamo no leru iwo. Say iyamu warioba. Ebi gamo no leru iwo. Somo la de kwakwa. Ebi gamo no leru iwo. Say iyamu warioba. Ebi gamo no leru iwo. Akube, naga lori ghetto. Akube wano, election now. Wabi mama kube, no somo la de kwakwa. Akube eti wande go.
Yeah, good evening, guys. A quick one tonight. I have two very important topics I wanted to talk on. I'm going to speak a little bit on the president's speech, and most importantly, on Pastor Sergei Iyamu's refusal to accept defeat. Pastor Sergei Iyamu's refusal to accept defeat. I saw today he actually went and did a Thanksgiving at his church today over, an election that he actually lost. So it's quite unfortunate. Well, I don't know the kind of Thanksgiving he has gone to do, whether he has going to do the Thanksgiving that he actually got a good result, or he has gone to thank God because he believed that God is going to allow him for the Supreme Court or wherever to give him the victory that was come with the election. Okay, guys. The first thing we need to actually talk about today is the the broadcast that was made by our President Muhammadu Buhari. In that very particular broadcast, I felt a little bit not okay. That is why I am calling on all the Edo youth. We need to rise up. We can decide to help the nation called Nigeria to restructure it by the way and manner we will take decisions. It has been proven beyond every reasonable doubt that the social media space has become a weapon that we can use to fight bad governance. It has been proven beyond every reasonable doubt that the social media space has so much power right now to be able to dismantle every tyrant that is in government. If you think I'm lying, go and ask the Edo people. It has been proven beyond every reasonable doubt that when you use the social media angle, you can fight every battle that is coming your way. Having said that, in his broadcast, there are a few things that he said that was not okay to a nation, Nigeria. He said, why would Nigeria be complaining? Why would the Edo people be complaining? Why would the people of Nigeria be complaining when actually the cost of petroleum in Nigeria is far, far cheaper than what is being sold in Saudi Arabia? When I listened to that part of the video, I said, what the heck is actually wrong with these people? What is the problem of these leaders of ours? Why is he comparing the price of fuel in Saudi Arabia with the price of fuel in Nigeria? Why is he not comparing the price of fuel, the cost of living in Saudi Arabia with the cost of living in Nigeria? Why is he not comparing the standard of living in Saudi Arabia with the standard of living in Nigeria? In Saudi Arabia, nobody buy fuel. Even if they buy fuel in their vehicles, not in generators. In Saudi Arabia, there is nothing like life seizure. In Saudi Arabia, they live a life that is of standard according to United Nations. In Saudi Arabia, the minimum wage in Saudi Arabia as of today is 305,000 naira equivalent. So if someone is trying to compare the cost of buying petroleum product in Saudi Arabia with the cost of buying petroleum product in Nigeria, this same man or these same people who actually wrote that very particular speech for this man should also tell him that in Saudi Arabia, the minimum wage is 305,000 naira, whereas the minimum wage in Nigeria is 30,000 naira. So when you are comparing cost of living, you must also compare the standard of living. In Saudi Arabia, the way they get excess income, they get so much excess income, the government of Saudi Arabia will go out and begin to share money for the people. During this COVID-19, the Saudi Arabian government gave its citizens, each person, 10,000 US dollars as a support to cushion the effect of COVID-19. What did we get from the Nigerian government? In Saudi Arabia, houses are being built by the government and be given to the citizens. In Saudi Arabia, jobs are being created by the government for the citizens. What had the Nigerian government actually done for its people? Why would the president be comparing the cost of living in Saudi Arabia with the cost of living in Nigeria, without not comparing the per capita expenditure of the two countries? Saudi Arabia is an oil producing country just like Nigeria. But the cost of living is completely on a parallel scale. If we had to do it by, by the standard of living there, which is 305,000 naira minimum wage, to be compared to Nigeria, which is 30,000 naira, the cost of fuel, a liter in Nigeria is supposed to be 16 naira 52 kobo. If we have to compare by what they take home, the cost of living in South Africa compared to that of Nigeria, based on their take-home salary, the cost of 1 liter of fuel should be 16 naira 52 kobo. The man said he's taking away the subsidy from the crude product, and he has already awarded the contract for a railway to be constructed from Nigeria to Niger Republic. My question to APC: what is the economic benefit of drawing a rail from Nigeria to Niger, whereby there are many states in Nigeria that have not been railed? The entire southern part of Nigeria, where 90% of the resources of the nation is coming from, does not have good roads. Between Benin and Warri was supposed to take you 40 minutes or 45 minutes on the maximum. As of today, between Benin and Warri will take you 4-hour drives. 4-hour drive. Because of the bus spots on the federal highway. For the government to have been able to create something for us, they are taking a raid to Niger. My question is this: what is the economy benefit of building a raid from Nigeria to Niger Republic? Now, waiting Niger they produce. That one going to carry the corn. APC must go in 2023. We as Nigerians must speak in one voice. They failed us. 5 years after government, they are still blaming the PDP for their woes. 5 whole years after they took over the reign of power, they are still blaming the PDP government for all their failures. The federal SARS are killing people anyhow. The Fulani has taken over all the forests all over the nation. The Boko Haram are now becoming daily by the day. To the point, even what is happening today did not happen in the time of Jonathan. That the Boko Haram dare to attack a city governor. Today, for 3 good times, they have attacked the governor of Borno State. The last one, the casualty was over 30, including civilians and military personnel that is attached to the governor's convoy. They were massacred on their way to return people that have been displaced for years back to their base. If not God that was on the side of the governor, he would have been the first governor that was killed by insurgency in the whole of Africa. Buhari had refused to retire or change his service chiefs. For 5 whole years, the same set of people have held sway to the military apparatus in the country. Even when the security situation in the country is getting worse and worse by the day. When Jonathan was in power, we only have 1 Boko Haram. Today, we now have 2 Boko Haram. We now have the militant, the Fulani militias, who have become so daring, killing people at will. Kaduna has become a city of tears and money. And Nigerians will keep quiet in the face of this high debt. The Christians are no more speaking. It has become a normal thing, a recurrent decimal that will feel it has become part and parcel of our living. We don't care anymore. If they announce somebody is dead, just say, yeah, it is normal. The nation must rise up. We must begin to defend the defenseless with our voice. We must say no to this high level of nonchalancy. Borrowed government in the history of Nigeria. Yet, nothing to write home about. Few days they made works and housing. What is his name? Fashola saying Obasanjo would have taken more loans. He said Obasanjo would have taken more loans to build infrastructures. And I sat down, I was imagining, what kind of a man is that? A nation that is under the burden of loan is already eating the future of the country. The way Nigeria is going today, except something drastic happens, will perpetually lives in servicing loans that was taken, that we cannot even know what those were used for. Let's look at it economically. What is the economic benefit of building rails all over the nation? It's a question that we need to ask. What is the economic benefit of building rails all over the north part of Nigeria? What does it not actually produce that requires them? Is railway the only thing that can boost up the economy? And even the kind of rails that we have in Nigeria today is the locomotive type. The one that Europe and Asia have already abandoned. Go to Ethiopia, go to Morocco, go to Algeria, go and see the kind of rails that they are using. They are using the electric system of rail in these countries. But here, right here in Nigeria, we are still dealing with the locomotive type. They have been abandoned, rejected by those who produced it. And everybody be keeping quiet. Nobody's saying anything. In 2014, when there was an increase in the price of fuel to 141 naira by Jonathan administration on the 2nd of January 2014, there was a complete shutdown of the entire nation by Save Nigerian Group, held by Pastor Tony Bakare, and the likes of even General Muhammadu Buhari, Alhaji Bola Ahmed Tinubu, Pat Utomi, Dino Melaye, and many of these nonchalants who are today kept quiet in the face of tyranny. They shut down the entire nation, believing, claiming that they are fighting for the soul of the nation. They use all form of propaganda to win the election. Like I told many people during the 2015 election, say propagandas don't rule. You can win with propaganda, but you can never rule with propaganda. When you have no plan of governance, you can cajole people to get to power, but you can never cajole people to rule them right. Today, the nation Nigeria is now in disarray. It is now in the state of medical quagmire. The state of Nigeria is now in coma, economic coma. In 5 years, the nation has gone into recession twice in 5 years. When they came in, dollar was about 200 and something or thereabout. Today, it has increased to 400 and something. Nothing is working. And every time they tell you, we need to have patience. The Nigerian people need to bear the burden that things are going to get better. Money are being stolen in billions of dollars every day. ICPC just said they got 27 point something billion naira in the account of someone. That money was supposed to be used for the school feeding. I don't know how you can feed children who are at home, not in school, during the COVID-19 time. I don't know how possible it was for the government of Nigeria to say they were feeding children during the COVID-19 pandemic. I can't explain. The money was supposed to be used for something better. They wasted it. The government of Nigeria borrowed $500 million from China. But we got 335 million naira Abacha loan to return. They said they were going to use the money and give it to the less privileged in the society. You want to go and borrow $500 million, you got $335 million, you threw it off, all in the name of giving to people. How can you tell me you are giving people money when you don't have a proper database of the Nigerian people? How can you tell me you are empowering people when you don't have a proper database in the nation called Nigeria? It is painful that we have decided to remain quiet in the face of oppression. The Nigerian people must wake up. If not, the generation after us will never forgive us for keeping quiet when we have what it takes to defend the integrity of the nation called Nigeria. Many people say, why can we break away? I am not part of those who believe in breaking away. But if we must break away, the Midwest region, the Bender Republic, will be a nation of its own. But one thing I believe is this: breaking away will not actually solve the problem of Nigeria. But the problem of Nigeria today is not ethnicity. The problem of Nigeria today is not religion. The problem of Nigeria today are some selected few who have sold their souls to the devil for the exchange of power and money. In the West, we have Alhaji Bola Ahmed Tinubu. He's not an Hausa man. In the East, we have the likes of Rochas Okorosha, Orji Uzo Kalu. He's not an Hausa man. Did I say a Yoruba man? In the North, we have Muhammadu Buhari himself. He's not an Hausa man. It's not an Igbo man. Let us say Yoruba man. You see, in every section, in every geopolitical zone in Nigeria, there are people who actually are there for their sake, not for the sake of their people. So breaking Nigeria is not actually the solution. The solution is we must rise up to fight for justice. The Benin, with the Edo, we're able to bring the entire Edo state to its kneel on the social media space. We're able to persuade the international community to react to a state-owned election. We're able to speak in one voice, in unity, to say this is the way we want it to go. And they heard us. And they accepted our request. And they made a proclamation. Today, their proclamation has stood still. As a nation, if you are a social presenter, it is time you stand for something that is true against the nation. And the people who have decided to hold the nation backward. You don't sit down and believe everything is going to be okay. Where actually you know the repercussion of what you are doing will not only end with them, it will go from generations to generation. How can we live in plenty? Yes, we are the capital of the poorest people on earth. How can we be in a river and yet stop the injustice that has been meted to us as a people? That is why we as the people must say enough is enough. And the government of APC should be voted out from every aspect. From every aspect of the nation. The Ondo people, I am calling on the Ondos today. Take a stand and let's begin to dismantle the hold that they have put on us. Let me tell you something. What people do, what tyrants do, is this. Tyrants will make you to be poor. Tyrants impoverish the people so that the people will run coming begging. And they will give you crumbs. Then they will release back. They will run coming begging. They will give you crumbs and they will release back. They will run coming begging. They will give you crumbs and they will release back. One thing they use most of the time is religion. Let me shock you. How many of you watched Rabadu's son today? And Rabadu's daughter, and Atiku's son. How many of you saw the shirt, the dress of Rabadu's daughter? That is a stark Muslim. A fanatical Muslim like the father. But go and see her dressing today. If that dressing was being worn by an average Muslim man, I'm very sure they will kill that girl even before she gets to the mosque. Yeah. See, these people, they use religion to blindfold you. They use ethnicity to blindfold you. When they want to get to you, they talk about Christian Muslims. When they want to get to you, they talk about Hausa, Yoruba, Igbo. When they want to get to you, they bring in things that they know will quickly ignite your mental faculty and you begin to react like animals. But the moment they are done, they will go and sit in a round table and begin to drink coffee. I was surprised to see Bola Ahmed Tinubu in the wedding of Atiku and Rabados. These two guys, they are enemies politically. But outside the politics that you see, they are friends. They have a plan to continually, perpetually allow you to remain in bondage. So I am also here to announce to you today that Pastor Sage Iyamu had refused to accept defeat. Today he went to church and go and do Thanksgiving. I don't know the kind of Thanksgiving he went to go and do. Maybe just he went to go and thank God that God actually helped him, so that he was not able, to pass through all he went through. And ahead, he's planning to go for the court. And he only have about a few days left for him to decide if he actually wants to go to court or not. And based on rumor that I've heard, he said he's going to go to court on pre-election matters. He's going to go to court on pre-election matters. On pre-election matters. Now let me try again to make him understand that will not work this time. In 2018, where they are relying on, let me try to explain it now for us to see. I've tried to explain it when I had an interview. In 2018, during the primaries prior to the general election of 2019, Okorocha's son-in-law actually did contested under the umbrella of the APC. And while he was there, he won the election. He won the primaries. And he became a candidate of APC. Because of the problem between Adams Aliyu Shomole and Rocha Korosha, Shomole annulled that election and constituted another committee to do another APC primaries in Imo State, which now produced Hope Uzodinma. And Okorocha in-law was disqualified. Okorocha in-law went to court to fight for his position. Because of the time duration that the court gave to him, he now thought he might not be able to succeed in getting his mandate back, he ran to another party called the AA, bought their form, contested the primary, and won. The first thing he did was this. He participated in the primaries, won and became a candidate of APC. He went to court as an APC member. And contested the disqualification of the primary that was conducted by the APC National Working Committee. He refused or he forgot, depending, to resign his position as an APC member when he went to AA and contested another election and won. And now stood on the ballot paper with the AA, also having an affiliation or a tie to the APC, which he had not separated himself from. So when the case came up in the tribunal, what disqualified Okorocha's son-in-law was that he was one guy having two candidacy. And also, he was also one guy belonging to two political parties at the same time. There was a mix of identity. Where do you actually belong? APC or AA? That was the decision of the Supreme Court. That you cannot contest elections in two political parties in the same electionary year or calendar. Now, in the case of our governor, the governor bought nomination of interest form. That is not an election. It is the show of interest. Not everybody that actually bought the form of direct entry get into the university. He went to the screening, which is not an election also. The screening is to say if you are qualified to take part in the election. And in the screening, he was disqualified by the Oshomole Kangaroo Screening Committee. Okay? You see, completely different. Now, he waited. He refused to appeal the case because he was already disqualified. And he resigned his position and his membership of the All Progressive Party, APC, before moving forward to join the People Democratic Party. So, number one, Godwin Obaseki was not a member of two political parties at the same time, compared to Okorocha's son-in-law. Number two, Godwin Obaseki did not contest election in two political parties in the calendar year, compared to Kocha's son-in-law. Number 3, Golenoga's Obaseki resigned his position as a member of APC before picking a card as a member of PDP, according to the law. So you will see that part that they are trying, that this man is believing in, had already failed even before it started. Number 2, they are talking about Obaseki qualification. It is a pity that a man who never went to school, a proper school, Oshomole is older than Obaseki, but Oshomole never went to school the time he ought to have gone to school. So education is not by age, it's when you actually went into school. So Oshomole does not actually understood what happened in the early 70s to the late 70s, before the introduction of the JAMB. As at that time, what they do is this. When you sit for the West African Examination Council, known as the WAEC, and you did not pass the required, what's it called, the required subjects for a course, you can go to HSC. In Benin, it is called ICE, Institute of Continuous Education. It's like an A-level course that you're going to do in order for you to be able to build up and get admission. And when you do an A-level course, this is where they said he went to school in 76, he graduated in 79. These guys are so dumb. In those days, when you go and do HSC, okay, when you graduate from the HSC, you will now get a direct entry into 200 level, not 100 level. But if you do preliminary course in the university, you will be admitted on 100 level. So Obaseki did an HSC exam called the A level that gave him the ticket to beat the 200 level into 200 level. This I have gone to study what happened in their time, because the JAMB actually came up in 1978. Okay, the JAMB we do today started in 1978. Started in 1978. So now, when Obaseki finished his exams, what Obaseki needed then, no 5 credits. Okay, when you get HSC, you don't need, all you need to do is to get just 2 results to the 3 you have. And as at that time, the mathematics was not a composite subject for the course that Obaseki was reading, because it was a hard course. Okay, so Obaseki actually did his SSC, and that gave him the permission into the University of Ibadan to study classic studies, which is a pure art course. So when they begin to say, Obaseki, how did he manage to go to school? They should go and check the archive before the introduction of JAMB into the Nigerian education system. They should talk less and do research more, in order for them to understand how it was workable in those days than in now. Number 2, The registrar of the University of Ibadan had already come out to say Obaseki is and was a student, an alumni of the great University of Ibadan. That alone has settled the case. It's a matter already settled. So when they now ask you, oh, he got 3 credits, how can 3 credits enter the university? You should ask Oshomole, how did he manage to enter the university in the next school he went to? How a man that did not even go to my sis in his time, how did he manage to get the result that is parading up and down? Number 3, if this man did not get into the university, how did he manage to serve in NYSC? I don't know what Iyamu wants to do in the court. We said he's going to go on pre-election matters. What is he going to do in the court at all? What is he going to tell the court? And even when NYSC came out and said, Oga, that Obasek was a mistake. It was a typographical error. They apologized on a newspaper and they awarded the governor a new NYSC discharge certificate. What more does these APC people once again? You know, what they want to do is to destroy the governor. I want to beg Obaseki, do not be distracted by these people. The Edo people are behind you. We are solidly behind you on this. Sister Grace, don't mind the boy. Don't mind him. I beg. Don't mind him. I not get work. Me, if I work now. Sister, no, your man now. No mind the boy. I beg. You know, they should understand we are solidly behind you. Focus on what you're doing. Build a legacy that will live after you. If Iyamu like, he can go to the court of justice in the moon. He will not win this case. There is no technicality. One Alaji wannabe was saying they are going to win and go back on technicality ground. There will be no technicality in Edo State. Edo can never be Imo State. We've checked all the things. We know Edo is on the right path. Basically, took every step he took the right step. Somebody was playing the video that Obaseki played and said, I will not buy election in 2 political parties. They use that as against him. You guys were actually planning to truncate, to override the will of the people. That's why you guys planted or planned to disqualify him. But the people told him, you can't go. We need you now. The voice of the people spoke louder than ever before. The tribunal, no, you are going against the Edo people. When you are going to tribunal, no, you are going to fight against the masses of the people. When you are going to tribunal, no, you are taking every one of us to tribunal. And we all are ready to answer you. Somebody can deceive you. As of today, Captain Osa has turned his back on you. He's no more ready to follow that aspect. He has said, let us unite and make Edo great again. Our Oba Ratope, Oba Eware Ogidigan, the great. He has said when the PDP came in, I told you guys that a peace meeting that was held, when I did analysis, sometimes you guys need to buy me, you guys need to buy me water, you buy me cola to drink, Coca-Cola. When I told you guys that I understood everything that the monarch said, many of the APCs were saying the Oba of Benin was engaged Governor Noras Obaseki. But we heard him on the day when the PDP came. He said, you remember, I said I do not like governalism many times to you. He made it clear. It's on the YouTube. Go watch the Chinese television when they came in to appreciate him for the gesture, for the support he gave for them to be peace during the election. And he told them, I do not want any form of godfatherism from any quarter, whether hidden or open godfatherism, against Obaseki. I knew that the monarch was against any form of anyone trying to truncate the will of the Edo people. You both saw when Obaseki won, the Oba was dancing a very good dance. The dance that you see, that even you don't see Oba, our Oba gave us the latest dance in town. There was celebration everywhere. So we are waiting for him. Let it go to court. It will meet the Edo people in the court. This victory is not a Obaseki's victory. This election is victory for the Edo people. It is not Obaseki that we elected. We actually buried, sealed, and concreted the political godfatherism that has eaten deep into the fabrics of Edo State. Edo is the 5th largest oil producing state in Nigeria. And yet, we are still called a civil servant state. Not even a single industry in our state. All because of some few political criminals who have decided to perpetually keep us in bondage. To stand. Let's protect our own. Let's protect that which the God and the gods of our land has put in our hands. Let not be afraid of what any man can do. They will do what they can do, but they will not be able to succeed. Because one with God is a majority. A non-regase etwa. You don't know the meaning of that name. That name means anyone we home go come to be. No, they fight put. Na jeke. What will be? What will be? In Benin, we have a parable that says, Ulelefe nogaweru, eniga yowe gworoy, toyereru. I don't know how to interpret that, because that is, I spoke in tongues. If you're not a Benin person, sorry, you cannot understand that. Okay? There are things that you can't change to a man that be destined for greatness. This is Obaseki's time. This is the time of the Edo people. This is the time. This is the time of the Benin. There's a time of every one of us to decide and fight together for the victory of Edo. Because I am very sure Obaseki will not make mistake. I'm very, very sure he has started well. He just launched the emergency center call right now in Edo. He just started. He went to Delta State when they were flagging off the railway. And while he was making a speech, he appealed that the railway should be taken through the industrial park in the Obaka local government area. Because there's going to be a lot of activities that will be going on in that place. When it was commissioning, this project, listen, the guy is already on the run. He had asked every contractor to return back to site. Edo is going to be a construction site in the next 4 years with Obaseki on the saddle. Is working tirelessly to make sure that Edo is put on the map for better things. So I want to encourage every one of you, let's not relent in supporting the man of the moment. And for those 14 runaways, INEC, we already called it INEC. Very soon we are going to put up a petition that we need a by-election to throw them away completely. To throw them away completely. We need people who believe in the destiny of Edo people. Not some people that believe only in themselves alone. I want to say to many of the PDPs who are trying to sabotage the effort of the governor, we are here for you people. If we do not do well, now this mouth, now we'll take chop now. We will make sure that many of you will not enter Europe again. No. Listen, I told somebody, I said, listen, big men want to come to Europe, but you and I live in Europe. Big men want to come to America. You and I live in America. We are here. This is our home. They are trying to come to where we live in. We have the power to say, you will not come here. We will write petition against them. Anybody that want to make sure that this government does not perform, all their money when they steal, Nigeria, then I go day. Europe, they not go enter again. They not go enter Europe. Because this Edo State, if Nigeria don't want good, now they won't be that one. But this Edo State, we must progress. We must progress. We don't too suffer. We must progress. Whether the devil like it or not, whether all these criminals like it or not, all our property don't thief, we will collect that from them. When Obaseki finish 4 years, we go bring another person again from Mission land. We go support the person. He go do 8 years. When he finish, we will come back to Edo South. Until Edo become better than Dubai, we not go stop. We not go stop. Now we don't kill we don't lock up all the lion and tiger. They're not zoo. Edo is peaceful now. All the lion and the tiger have been put to sleep. Courtesy of you people. There is power in unity. Power, strong one in unity. When we unite, nothing we will not go do. Somebody said, I say make Edo people join hands together. Make we develop Edo. He say at the when you talk, where I say talk, Sister Grace, I say talk that day. Sister Jennifer, I talk and say at the bully Obaseki. Say at the bully Obaseki. I don't say talk. Sister Grace Obama and Sister Jennifer Jimo. Say the bully Obaseki. Now the truth is this, guys. Hear me now. The truth is this. Obaseki is our project. Is our project. Obaseki is our project. And we'll do everything to support him to succeed. I repeat again, the best way every nation in the world are developed is through cooperation. Cooperative. Just go the history of Bill Gates. Go the history of Mark Zuckerberg. Go the history of these multi-billionaires in the world. How did they manage to be who they are? It is cooperation. One man can't do it alone. We all must join hands together. And I say it again. Any Edo woman that have the interest in investing in Nigeria, we can come together, put up a proposal, send to the government. It is workable. It is workable. Every nation has proven it before. We can. All we need to do is to have unity of mind and of purpose. Nothing is impossible. What they use in destroying us is division. This is APC. This is PDP. This is from the north. This is from the central. This is from the south. That is their logic. That is what they use in deceiving you and I. But the moment we are able to break that barrier, nothing is impossible for us. We can say to this mountain, move, and the mountain will obey us. I am telling you, my brothers and sisters, nothing. Nothing. I have seen it. I know what I'm talking about. Nothing is impossible. Some people may not believe what we are saying, but there is nothing impossible in unity. Nothing is impossible with God, with unity. There is power in it. Power in it. That is what they are afraid of now. They will deceive you. They say you are in Europe. This is what they're talking about, that we are in Europe. In Europe, we won the election. The same people like this man told us that we don't have voters card. Today, they have agreed that this election won by Obaseki was as a result of the input of the people in diasporas. People in diaspora have decided to invest in Edo State. With the little we have saved over time, all we just needed is a serene and a conducive environment for us to bring in all that we have labored for. We will turn Edo into an industrialized state. Edo was not for farming before now. And we are going back to that era again, whereby we will not become not just the heartbeat of the nation, but the food basket of the nation. Because our land is naturally fertile. It is only in Edo State, that you go to a bush that nobody have ever been to, you see plantain. It's only in Edo State that you go to a bush, you see banana as grass. I remember I bought a land in one village in Benin there. So when I went to go and clear it, everywhere was full with banana. Banana. Pawpaw. Inside the place. It is called grass. It is only in Edo. That shows you how fertile our land is. All we just needed is government protection for us to invest, and they will see a turnaround in the state. That's the truth about it. We can make Edo great again. We must support this new slogan, making Edo great. Not just with our mouth, we must also begin to tell the government what we think is workable that can also help us to make Edo a better place to live in. Thank you, guys. God bless you. Tomorrow morning, I'll be having my regular morning show, 9 o'clock tomorrow morning. I'm going to talk on a topic I titled Isaac for a Gift. Come in. Let God bless us. Thank you, guys. Have a nice night. Until tomorrow morning, God bless you and happy weekend. Enjoy your Sunday and have a nice day.
Move forward, move forward. I could never, move forward. I could never.
Okay, guys, see you tomorrow.
Forward ever, I could never. Masekina demand. We know forward ever, I could never. Shahidu set the demand.
Yeah, I saw something now. Somebody said Abbas brother said Abaseki, they helped Abaseki to win. Wisdom, faith. Please, my brother, go and watch the video again, okay? Go and watch the video again. Thank you very much. And because that story, I don't want to go back there. I've already dealt with it before. Now o'clock in the morning. Okay, it's ready for you, the US. Okay, what is the right time? I might put it 9 to 10 in the morning. I might put it 9 to 10 in the morning so that I can have time to prepare for the evening.